very impressed by the format that is being used, because I've never seen somebody close to the awardee coming in and introducing the awardee. That's very unique.
The legendary Mr. N. Vagul.
To me, he's not just a great runner or a powerful CEO. He's an inspirational and fit human being. Please welcome the one and the only N. Chandrasekaran.
Both of them growing up, even though they were very busy building the JSW group and building Vijayanagar and all the steel plants and power plants around the country, they always found an incredible amount of time, not only for the three of us, I have two older sisters, but also for each other.
Focus leads to depth and depth leads to excellence. And you don't want to be jack of all trades, you want to be master of some.
Particularly gratifying that this is the first time you are actually honoring somebody outside India. And it's appropriate that Bangladesh is the first of the SAARC countries. We are neighbors with India. Our destinies are tied together. Please pardon me, I'm a little maybe emotional.
And we grew up playing cricket together in college in Delhi. And I can say he's played some very valuable innings, as he has in industry. And I cherish those moments, as well as the friendship that we've shared throughout the years.
It's a lifestyle award. Which one of us is looking better?
And I think what the CEO award does is, first, it's a very holistic award. You, of course, look at the performance of the business. That's a must. But you go beyond the boardroom. Yeah, you look at what are his social contributions. And also you bring in the style quotient in a way. And looking at it as an individual who has intrinsic motivators and extrinsic motivators, and how has he performed against them. I think that's what makes a difference to the CEO Awards.
CEO Award has this unique balance of business acumen and lifestyle. And many CEOs have to be seen through a prism which is not just about profit and performance, but also what they do and give back in society and through their personal lives. That is the key message of the CEO Award.
It's a recognition of a more wholesome personality, a more wholesome approach towards leadership, and therefore being a far more effective leader. So that's what makes this particular CEO Awards a lot different than many other awards that there are.
I was invited to be here for Piyush, and I thought that, in my life I've missed so many moments like these that, I should have been there and couldn't. And this was a great opportunity to make up.
I feel particularly proud of the CEO Awards because I've been associated with them right from the inception. I think it has been a wonderful 4-year journey, and every year we have seen some evolution in our process, and we are getting to better and better outcomes.
I think it was a very interesting function. The whole way in which it was presented. The fact that you had an introducer who spoke something personal about the award winner, and even the awardees actually did not give a speech, but actually spoke some nice things. So I think it was done in a very interesting manner.
Well, I think Vagul, and the way he accepted the award, and the fact that he talked about humility. And of course, Latifur Rahman from Bangladesh and his story were absolutely fantastic.
I think it's terrific actually. This kind of events recognize people. Actually, you get to hear, celebrities. You get to hear visionaries actually, and you don't get to do this very often. In fact, one of the great things that happened was that Big Basket happens to work with a lot of these companies, right? So this is the first time that I got a chance to thank, the chairman of the company, right? And it's normally the working people that you work with. But, here was the opportunity I had. I said, thanks Shiv. I said, thanks Sanjeev. I said, thanks Chanda Kochar. And it was really wonderful.
CEO Inc. Awards, I tell you, are different. You know, when we embarked on this journey a few years back, and over the years it has only kind of corroborated, our thought that while there are a lot of other awards and there are good awards in the marketplace, we thought this award has to be with a difference. This award should be one which not only brings in, into limelight the performance, which is of course very critical, but also gives a good weightage to having chased their passions, having chased something outside of merely what the corporate wants you to do. And to me, that's what the differentiating factor for our awards is. That these are not just mere CEOs, but these are CEOs with a difference.
I'm looking forward to the creme de la creme of industry being present in one place.
Absolutely.
So we're hoping to see a lot of familiar faces, and of course some of them getting acclaim tonight.
I do believe that what is unique about the CEO Awards is that they don't just look at the current performance of the CEO, but they tend to look at it from a longer term perspective. There's also a view that the CEO must bring around his own personal differentiation, perhaps different from CEOs in the same industry or in a similar kind of industry. And I think that that's what makes a lot of the difference. There is that element of style, which is also there. And I think overall, when you put all of that together, I think the CEOs who were the winners this year truly represent the best in India.
These are interesting places. It allows us not only to meet others, but organizers also take care that we come to know of newer products, what's going on in the market. So it's really helpful from that point of view.
It's a great idea. Not only does it celebrate performance, but it also looks at what are the sustainable personal characteristics of the CEO beyond performance, and therefore it lays emphasis on lifestyle, it lays emphasis on personality, and I think therefore it's a unique award. So I've enjoyed it, and I hope to be associated with it for a longer time. Thank you.
I think Deepak's put together an excellent event this year. He's always wanted to bring out the softer aspect of the lifestyle of a CEO. And I think, like Omar said, this year, with Omar organizing this beautiful recital at the beginning, and then, the kind of speakers that Deepak has lined up, it shows you multiple facets of a CEO, not just the business part. And I'm really interested in listening to that.
Indian CEOs have a good motivation, I think. Basically, all Indian people's like CEOs, senior management, is a very good mood and always smile. So that makes giving a good motivation to the all employees.
I think these awards have been evolving, and as every single award, as it gets older, it evolves. So it is a more wholesome award than just being an award for being brilliant in the kind of work or the business that they do. So this is a full award on everything that the individual does. So I think this will mark a new beginning in which awards are given, and I'm sure as these awards get on, it will mature even more than what it is today.
And in the last half an hour, I have met so many faces, people that I know, and an equal number that I don't. So absolutely a great event to start with.
Right. This is a networking opportunity without the stress of actually thinking about how much business I'll get out of it. This is about you first think about building a relationship.
I think the biggest difference was that we managed to get people who are close to the award winners. I mean, I've been to many functions where when you're receiving the award, you pretty much don't know the person who's giving the award to you.
Right.
And you take it and you're like, no, thank you very much, and you walk away.
Yeah.
But here you're hearing stories, tears are coming to your eyes, your son, your daughter, your best friend, somebody you haven't met for years is coming and talking about you, telling you things that audience doesn't know, igniting memories from you as well. So I think that itself is the biggest differentiator in these awards.
Right. I think more than anything else, I'd like to say I've been associated with this event for now close to 4-5 years when it started. I think it's really matured, and Deepak is doing a fabulous job.
Well, the entire program, I've been coming every year for the past many years, so I look forward to it. It's a very classy event, very distinguished event, and you get a lot of insights apart from the networking. And today Santoor also you've got, so looking forward to that.
I think eclectic mix of people. So this itself is so nice to meet with people, and people like me, we don't get too many opportunities or chances to spend time like this. I think most of us are up in the air most of the time.
Right.
So when we get this kind of opportunity, we want to make most of it.
Well, I think the CEO Awards are unique as they honor inspiring leaders who recognize the true meaning of all-round development which they imbibe in their lives. Apart from creating shareholder wealth and driving profitability for the respective organizations, these CEOs have also given their personal time and monetary contribution to social causes.
Well, we wanted to create a bit of an emotional moment into this entire journey.
And there were many.
Yes, and we said the emotional moment can be created by family, by friends, by colleagues who have worked with you right from the early days, and that's what we tried bringing down into this entire program.
In India, there are too many awards for corporate performance, corporate excellence, including financial results, but there is none which recognizes the lifestyle, the life-work balance, the statement which many of the CEOs make. And I think that's where CEO awards are quite different from rest of the awards, which take into account everything, including CSR, including other contributions made by the CEOs and business leaders, except the statement vis-a-vis life-work balance they make, the hobbies they pursue, the interests they follow, in addition to excellent corporate performance.